I've realised recently that I am the last generation to grow up in Swilly before political correctness became like a proper thing in schools. Do you know what I mean? So when I was a kid, and bear in mind, completely innocent enough, it was perfectly acceptable when I was a kid that if you grew up on a street and there was a lad called John at the bottom of the street and you became mates with John and John was black and you had a mate up the street called John who was white, John down the street would become Black John. And it's just how it was, right? And I always thought that was completely fine. I never saw any problem with that. And it was only when I was 15, I came out of the closet, right? And me and my mate, Phil, we were walking down the street and we bumped into Black John. And Black John was with his mate. And I've said to Phil, oh, Phil, meet Black John. And Black John has turned to his mate and he's gone, oh, mate, meet Gay Rob. I was like, what the fuck, Black John? Anyway, I've had some good conversations with John over, I call him John now, so I've grown. I've had some good conversations with John, and one thing, right, this was around the same time, we were teenagers and that, and John came round to mine, I was cooking dinner, and I was playing some reggae, and I was singing along to the reggae, and John said to me, Rob, you can't be playing reggae while you're cooking. That's not your culture, mate. You're picking from my culture there. I thought, John, that's fucking ridiculous, mate. And he said, no, it's cultural appropriation. I said, fine. And so for a year, every time I cooked my dinner, I didn't listen to reggae music, right? I had a year free of reggae music. And then, I've gone round to John's, a year later, knocked on his door, his mum's answered, oh, John's just upstairs. Unbeknownst to me and his mother, John had snuck his girlfriend into the house, right? So I go upstairs, innocently enough, open John's bedroom door, and John is doing anal with his missus. So who'd you learn that from then, John? Fucked, innit? Absolutely fucked. Alright, I'm glad that I didn't come off completely racist there.